am gonna go after this to Barnes & Noble by myself, and you're not invited.
No.
It's gonna happen. Okay. Oh, maybe restart it again.
Just go.
Oh, okay. Someone broke into our car last week, and I was less offended by the breaking in, which, maybe don't do that, and more offended by what they didn't take. I had a nice water bottle in there, and my sunglasses. Are my belongings not even good enough for the thief? I read 4 more books. Let's talk about them. Okay, first up, I read Charlotte's Web. There are several books that are like childhood classics that I just never got around to. Charlotte's Web, Anne of Green Gables, never read The Secret Garden, never read The Jungle Book. There's a lot of them. So I owned a copy of Charlotte's Web, and I decided to read it and see what was up with this pig. It was good. I think I gave it 4 stars. I think that sounds right. I did not like this pig. Wilbur, dumbest pig I've ever seen. He was driving me up the wall. Not smart at all. Charlotte, however, the spider, great character, very smart, knew a lot of words. But yeah, this was nice. It's cute. It's a children's book, but it's really well written. It's got a nice turn of phrase, nice descriptions. Yeah, it was really good. I was surprised, actually. But yeah, the pig, I was kind of rooting for them to turn him into bacon, I regret to inform you.
You think all dumb people are stupid?
Yes. And he's a pig, not a person, so it's fine.
It's okay to be dumb.
You would know. Okay, next up, Lowcountry Summer. Dorothea, Benton, Frank. This book, I could not tell you what really was happening in this book. I was very confused. This is part of a series. It's about this family. They live in South Carolina in this house, and it's about all their little family dramas. For the first 30 pages, I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. It was crazy. The dialogue was kind of confusing me, and I did not know what was happening, and there were balloons, and a ghost mother was giving her balloons. I don't know. It was a lot. Also, did not expect it to mostly be about our main character. Her, relationship with her brother and her brother's wife, who's an alcoholic and putting their kids in danger, but it's also funny. Haha, there's a lot of funny parts in here. I don't know. It was a lot. I think I ended up giving this one 2 stars. I regret to inform you. If you are on vacation and you have nothing to read and you see this in the Walmart book aisle, there you go. That's when you should read it. Anyway, yeah. Kind of confusing. It would also jump from dialogue to then our main character's inside head thoughts in a way that was kind of confusing to me. I don't know. It was interesting. And you know what? I didn't hate reading it. I had kind of a good time. It was pretty funny. But I don't know that you should. Sara and Eleanor by Jan Pottker. This is, as you can imagine, about the relationship between Sara Delano Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt. So I read, a couple weeks ago, I think it was the last video, a couple videos ago, I talked about, it was a dual biography of Winston Churchill's mother and FDR's mother. And that one made me think of this book that I've had for years. I don't even know where or when I got it. And I cannot remember if I had read it before. It felt like I never had, so I don't think I had. And this one was really good. It says it's about their relationship, but really it was mostly about Sara Delano Roosevelt and her life. It was super heavy on her early years and then FDR's boyhood, college years. And then once he gets married, Eleanor, it kind of goes really fast and then it's over. Which kind of makes sense because Sara becomes less of a central figure in their lives, etc. I don't know, just a thought. It was also very domestic. If you want to know what these people were doing day to day, what their schedules were like, what they were eating, you will like this book, which I like. I actually really enjoyed that. You get a good sense of what their home life was like with Sara Delano Roosevelt and FDR's father, James Roosevelt. If you want to know when FDR took his first steps, you should read this book because it was 16 months. You know when he cut his first tooth. It's very detailed. But I like that. I know some people probably don't. That might get a little boring, but I enjoy that. There were some people kind of complaining in the Goodreads reviews that Jan, we'll call her Jan, was really biased towards Sara and was kind of mean to Eleanor. And I get what they were saying. There were some points where I too was maybe we could have phrased that a little better. But I think it's very obvious she is trying to correct this mythology that came up about Sara, where Sara is put into this evil mother-in-law. She's bad, she's controlling their relationship behind the scenes. And Jan is kind of saying, well, no, actually that's not really the case. So I would argue there is an agenda, but side note, I would argue every biography you read is actually a little biased because the author has thoughts on the person they're writing about, even if they don't straight out say it. And you can tell in their writing, in their phrasing, which is why you should always read multiple books about a lot of people, okay? Trust me. We'll just say I would read this and also read an Eleanor biography if you want a full picture. I don't think this gives you like the whole narrative, but I think they were two complicated people with differing ideas and opinions, just trying to make it work. Also, Jan was absolutely cooking in the epilogue. Let me find it. Yeah, she goes, she's talking about Sara and her, like, image after her death, and she goes, she could not know, of course, that the good she did would be interred with her bones, which is a reference, you might know, to Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, where somebody, I don't know who and I don't know where, but somebody says, the evil that men do lives after them, and the good is oft interred with their bones. Jan was cooking. She knows her stuff. 5 stars for me. Very good. Very well done. I had a great time. It made me think a lot. Okay, the last one. This was a Christmas present, and I just got to it. Tasting History with Max Miller. It's a cookbook. I really enjoy Max Miller's YouTube channel, Tasting History, where he takes a recipe from any time, really, in the past, figures out how to make it in his kitchen, and then makes you a video and gives you some info about it. And it's really fun. You should go follow him. But this is a cookbook. Let me find you a good page here. Here. Let's do this one. Look at that. It's a cookbook. But there's also in addition to the recipe, there's also like 5 or 6 paragraphs per recipe. Yeah, 5 or 6 that gives you the history behind it. And it was really informative. I think it is a cookbook, but I read it like a book. I think you can too. It didn't take me a lot of time, but I still learned a lot. I have not made anything from this cookbook, however. I would like to, though. There's some pretty simple ones, like, I think there's literally like a lemonade recipe. So it's doable. It's not like hard either. I think it's very approachable if you're not like a chef.
All we have is mac and cheese.
Anyway, 5 out of 5. I had a great time. I learned a lot. It was fun. It's gonna go in my kitchen. Okay, those were the books I read this week. What do you think about those? Have you read them? Should I unread them? Should I go in my mind and unread them? Let me know in the comments. Fuck all.
Answer it.
No.
Who was it?
The tax people.
Don't answer it.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. You blinked. This week, I'm watching Tasting History with Max Miller. I kind of already told you about it, but you should go follow him anyway. It's great. It's good content, and I have been watching him again since I read this cookbook. And I am listening to... Oh, do you know what I'm listening to? I am listening to Freaking Out on the Interstate by Briston Maroney. It's a great song. You should go listen to it. It's a classic. It's great. It's a good time. I will always listen to it. Okay, and this week I am reading Texas. This is the second to last book from my board game TBR. Yes, I'm still working on it. Don't judge me. I got a lot of books this time. Look how big this book is. Okay. I started this a few weeks ago. I didn't really get into it until this week. I'm on page 242 out of like 1400. So... it's progress. So far, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'll have some thoughts to share, but I'm liking it. Okay, I think before we go, we should see what Tiny Zendaya's up to. Tiny Zendaya's reading A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. Interesting friends, Tiny Zendaya.